do mic check real quick. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh man, that sounds like sex
Oh,
right there.
you sound 10 times better. Without some leech sucking some juice out of you.
Right.
We're at the same volume too. That's a first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Well.
see.
Oh,
Hold on. Go ahead.
it's too late to do it for this show, but for next show, those two cowboy quotes, which I love to death, by the way, throw them back into Adobe and raise the volume.
No, and you're part of the problem. Held back by people like you.
If you look
Right.
look at the bar on the bottom.
Held back by people like you. No, and you're part of the problem.
Yeah, I can raise it up. But when he pops his peas,
Right, he does pop his peas.
It modulates.
That was probably the only 2 times he popped his piece.
I'm trying to. You can keep going, keep talking the way you are, because I'm trying to get you from hitting that red. Because since it's just you now.
Yeah, no, it's just me, so we only have to worry about how I sound and how I look, because he was part of the problem, see? And it's people like him that's holding me back.
Okay, go ahead and say some more stuff. You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
You're almost there, dude.
Yeah, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
You talk like you're reaching for the mic, which is good. But when you're up close to the mic and you're still reaching for the mic, it kind of reverberates. So go ahead and give me. Go ahead. Welcome to Big. Do it.
Welcome to Big Lip Radio number 75. Today is November 19th, 2019. It is a Tuesday. Welcome to it. Yeah, heard me over modulate once.
I'm gonna keep you right there, and I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna lower you right down here.
All right.
Go ahead and start again.
Welcome to Big Lip Retro number 45. The Big Lip Radio Historic Society has deemed it necessary to re-release episode number 118. I gotta check that out because I don't remember if that's the actual episode that we are doing. Let's see, go over there.
I think that's good. You're good.
I am doing the right thing.
So-
Wow, everything I said was right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Just comparatively speaking, your voice is booming always.
All right, it carries.
It's fine.
Oh, I got in trouble last week because my voice carried.
Dude, that happens. I've gotten in trouble for that shit.
Oh,
I've gotten
fucking
in
Cliffy
trouble.
Clifferton III dropped the friggin' fan housing. Clang, 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 clang. And I shout, job opening.
Oh my god.
And then they're having a meeting right across the hall from where my bench is. with
Jesus.
customers.
You guys are with customers there too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, ready?
Yep. Welcome to Big Lip Retro, episode 45. The Big Lip Radio Historic Society has deemed it necessary to re-release the original Big Lip Radio episode 118. This one was recorded on May 27th, 2012. The host was Dan the Kleenex Man, myself, Eric, and...
Me?
Not you!
Oh, man.
Opie, who we then called Gomer.
Gomer. So many aliases for that gentleman.
He needs
so
them.
many.
He needs them. I don't know where you were, but you were not there. How do we think you never missed a show? Because I had the feeling you never missed a show.
Well, it's probably because I did 3 or 4 other shows
Oh, that's true.
from one of our other legs that we've had.
There was Dorkside every week.
I'm telling you.
This time, we talked about Dan's dog. Great story about Thor. Eric cleaned out a refrigerator. That's a gross story. And Opie announced his first baby. They found out that they were pregnant with baby TT. So you're not going to want to miss it. So everybody sit back, relax, and remember what life was like on May 27th, 2012.
Good. Fucking amazing. Oh my gosh. Now let's go back to audio. All right. So we're good. I just got to get up on it a little bit. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy how much of a difference just 2 microphones plugged in makes.
Right. the power division.
All right, now I'm just gonna promote everything real quick since we're already rolling live.
Ooh, look at that, 7 o'clock on a dot.
We're already. I told you, as long as we're rolling live, I don't care when we start the actual show because I want people to see this. So I'm just gonna promote everything to all of our individual areas.
All right.
And then we'll go from there. Oh, man. Oh man! Oh man! Oh, man!
Gotta go to our discourse.
Yep, I'm gonna go. I'm upload. What's that? Facebook. Oh, Jammer, you're gonna game live now? You can't just wait for an hour after we're done. Jeez, you're trying to take listeners, man. Listen takers. Let's see, YouTube Studio. I'm actually excited to get back on the chat because it was kind of neglected for most of it.
Right, he doesn't know what he's doing.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put you through that. But I told you so. I fucking told you.
Hey, man, when you're right, you're right. And you are right.
From day one, I know that kid too well. All right, we're live here, so let me get the link. View on YouTube. I know our sound effects are working, so we're good.
Allie, Steffi's picking up Allie at the airport right now, so they won't be on the
that's
chat.
fine. That's fine.
They're going to hang out together.
Dude,
Meet baby Zoe.
First time.
Right.
And how long for those two?
Right.
Congrats. All right, so this one's here. Hey, guys. So I got the chat up. If you guys want to chat, go ahead and hit us up on youtube.com/bigger-radio.
Right.
Get our Discord.
Yeah, get our discourse going.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Sexual discourse. All right. And Google. That's right. You got it on your screen. All right, let me see here.
Let's see. I want to share this. Where's my share button?
Can you see it, Papa J?
Nope.
On your screen?
Nope. Oh, look at that.
You see that background?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Perfectly. Perfectly looking for my share button.
That's fine. Oh, you
I
see
just-
it? You're like, no. I'm like, no. You see the screen. No, I'm looking at it. I don't see it.
I don't see it.
What are you talking about? Where's the video, baby? Live. I love this show. I love it so
It is the best. I feel like it just got a little bit better, though.
I'm telling you. I agree 110%. All right, YouTube. Let's see. I'm posting it on our Facebook. If you guys need to go to our Facebook and check that out to get the link, you can do that.
All right, you should post it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I can do that. They got a social media format network, don't they?
Oh, hey, we just lost a member on our Facebook page.
Well, it's probably Stu. Or at least he's recruiting his two friends, his side chick, the one he committed adultery with and won't admit it. That one and probably one of the other losers that he's friends with. Let's see. Right, post. All right, that's there. That's there. Share now. Share now.
Oh, must share now.
Oh my gosh. All right. It's happening now. I just posted this. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Now let me post that here. Let me post it here.
Because it's happening right now. Let me put this on Twitter.
Right here. Oh, who keeps messaging me? Stop messaging. That's what you need to do. Turn your ringer off. Everybody silence your phones or you're going to get effed. Thank you for those that are in the studio.
Oh.
All right, turn that off. All right. So that's off. Show's back up. You can see all this. All our effects are up. These are down. LOL.
Yeah.
Turn this volume down. Okay. All right, let me get comfy. I like to move my mic around a bit.
Oh, yeah, I know. I definitely know.
Let me swear. It's only 7:05, so we're not like super late right now. Let me pull up some last minute notes here. So, that's porn. This is what happens when you don't clear your browser.
Oh, yeah, you got to clear your browser.
When you
I don't know if you can do that.
I don't know where my camera is. I can't show the audience. Gonna. Whoops! This is why you don't want to just hand your wife your phone.
Right.
Oh my goodness, that was bad. I was like, "Whoa, who's looking?" Oh, that's me. Who's looking at? Oh, me.
Who's the perp? Oh no, wait, that was me.
I'm gonna pull up "Let It Snow," which is those of you who are watching it.
Let
on,
It Snow now. That's different than the one you did have it on. Let It Snow.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what snow is because I'm not into that.
Snow the product
stuff.
Snow the product, right?
I have no
You mean
idea.
the local rap group here in Arizona? Snow the product.
Right.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good. Let It Snow on Netflix. Actually, I think that was it. All right.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
We're gonna have to rejigger our opening, ain't we?
Oh well, yeah, but that's easy.
Right. Okay.
It's easy. I have.
As long as you have the raw elements.
Yeah, it's easy.
Right.
We're good. I got
Right.
the raw elements. I can just cut out things.
Right. All right.
All right. So let me see. I got the movies. We don't have much else. I have nothing else. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of personal stuff to get into.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right. Let me. You ready?
I was born ready, brother.
All right. Let's see here.
Here's the new Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
Oh, you dang right.
This one's gonna be a record breaker.
I'm telling you.
It's a history maker.
Record number of people listening to this one. Papa J, we got lip service. What the heck is lip service?
Lip service. Well, you know, what we got is we got a little bit of a pay service in case you can't get enough of us right here. You get even more of us. 3 different levels, man. We got videos, extra podcasts. Yep. We got sweepstakes, all kinds of stuff. You just buy in at the level that best fits your chosen lifestyle. And to promote this, what I do is I'll take a promotion from a very famous wrestler. And this time I did a wrestler Thanksgiving promotion.
Oh, a wrestler Thanksgiving.
I combined them.
Dude,
awesome.
you imitate these people. You impersonate. You try to act like them and be like them to try to get me the best hints and clues I can get.
Right. This is going to be the worst one I've ever done.
Well, I'm excited.
Got the party started.
Hey, it's starting right now. Let's hear what you got, Papa J. I'm excited.
All right, here we go. Try to guess this wrestler who's promoting our lip service. Oops, I'm on the wrong page.
What do you mean? You
know,
take notes on a
there
book,
we
not a
go.
digital media device? Okay. Jeez.
It's the 25th anniversary of the Gobbledygooker. Because of that, in our match tonight against the Lucha Train, we're going to show the world what we can do with the power of positivity and the power of poultry. But before, I need to go spread a little bit of lip service.
I know who that is. I forget his name. I see his face.
All right.
He's not old, but he's not new. He came around.
Ish.
Oh, well, it's not Macho Man.
No. It's new-ish. The power.
I know positivity. I forget his name because he was.
It's a group.
It's 2013-ish, right?
Right.
It's back when I was working at THQ on WWE 13.
Right.
I can't remember. Let me hear. Let's hear the clue.
The 25th anniversary of the Gobbledygooker.
I can't tell you.
He's right. And so, because of that, in our match tonight up against the Lucha Dragons, we're going to show the world what we can do with the power of positivity and the power of poultry. But before then, I need to go spread a little bit of
I know exactly.
holiday chill.
Yeah. What a good man. That's a good man.
Detail. Turn. Detail.
Turn.
Detail. Look at it.
New Day Rock. New Day Rock.
Detail.
Dude, is it the New Day?
Yeah, which member? I just said
Not that one?
there. Nope.
Here's the new Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
I love you 3,000.
Yeah, like I messed up every time. You and Stu both do that. You're like, oh, you pressed that first. No, I meant to. It's a new thing because it kind of reminds him.
Okay.
It's like closes that segment. I don't know his name.
It's Xavier Woods.
I know him.
You're listening to Big Lip
I'm gonna unmute
Radio.
us.
Here are your hosts, Papa J, Z-Money, and Stu.
Welcome to Big Lip Radio, episode number 75 of the new Big Lip Radio. It is November 19th, 2019. It is a Tuesday. I am your host, Big Papa J. Along with my co-host and the only man I'll ever need, Z-Money.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a jam-packed show for you. I am Z-Money, as Papa J previously stated.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dude, I had to let it all out, that one. All the air. Oh, my gosh, dude. What the F just happened to Big Lip Radio?
Well, go ahead.
No. You need to peel this onion slowly, Papa J.
Some people may have noticed that a member of the squad is missing today. And that member shall be missing for the forthcoming future.
Yes. Yes.
You know, first of all, let me get this out of the way first. Stu, anytime you want to show up on Tuesday, anytime you want to hang out with us when we do the show, great. You want to grab the mic for 3 seconds to give your opinion of a snack? You're welcome.
You're starting off with that. Okay.
I'm going to start off with that. When you want to announce your marriage, that's fine. Your first baby, oh, come on. But this seat is no longer yours.
Ooh.
That microphone, no longer yours.
Ooh.
I know what you're saying. You're sitting back home going, you can't fire me. I quit.
You just told me it's the best iteration ever. You need me. That's what I'm thinking. Nah.
And let me tell you, I believe that. I believe the last 6 months of shows have been some of the strongest we've ever put out.
Yes,
and
they have.
My mind doesn't change just because I got pissed off.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I still agree.
However the show evolves, it will always evolve.
That's the mystery here, which people don't seem to figure out. The show can evolve,
right,
and it can evolve without certain people.
Right.
Now, certain people think that, hey, you need me. And I've said that before, just 10 seconds ago. Not the case.
Right.
Not the case. We've done it before. We can do it now, and we'll do it again.
And you know what? We'll always record under Big Lip Radio banner, but I don't even need you, and you don't even need me. Okay, we've done shows on our own before.
We have a whole series of them.
Right.
No Girls Allowed, Papa J. You did without me for 43 episodes at least.
Right.
Oh, my gosh, and they're great every single time. Now, people are probably wondering. They're like, wait, somebody's not here? Why? Who, what, where? What happened? What went down? Where? Papa J.
All right. This little smartass popped into the Discord on one of the public channels, by the way.
So we have a Discord at Big Lip Radio, which you guys can get at on Facebook. You can get the link from us. We post a link everywhere. It's in every one of our show descriptions. Discord. If you don't know what it is, it's the future of our chatting applications. For those who don't like social media, don't like Facebook, Twitter, don't want to DM nothing. Here, you don't need any one of those accounts. You need a Discord account, which is only Discord and allows you into certain chat rooms that you've been invited to. So it's very exclusive, very free on our end. We're bringing you people in one by one. We see you guys coming in, one here, one there. We enjoy that. So just keep discovering it. It's something you guys won't regret. Hit us up, and we'll get you that link if you need it.
Right. Now,
this is where all this happened, by the way.
Right. Suddenly, Stu pops in on the Discord.
Because I like to post links here and there every morning. I like to look at the daily news, keep everybody informed, up to date with current events and politics.
I love it. If you're a fan of Hot Topic, Zach does Hot Topic every morning. I know he opens up his phone. He's like, oh, look at these interesting stories. There's, 2 to 5 interesting stories that catch his eye. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. Yep. You're up to date. All you got to do is go to the Discord, look at what he popped in.
Yeah.
You're
and
up to date.
90% of the time, it's video game news. It's anything that has to do with electronics because we're a bunch of nerds.
Right.
I just happened to stumble upon a couple articles that weren't video game. They're more politically related. A couple people in the White House, not White House, but associated with government, were caught molesting children. And I thought that was interesting, and I didn't believe that felt like it needed to go in Hot Topics, so I posted it in the main room because some people don't really know how to use Discord 100% yet.
Right.
It's still fairly new to the mainstream. It's very old to the hardcore gamers. Things have been around, I think, since 2014.
Oh, if you're a hardcore gamer, you're extremely familiar with Discord.
Yes.
And in case you're wondering, yes, it's that Discord we're talking about.
Yes, it is that Discord, and we have our own server. And we're trying to spread the word to people who aren't quite into video games because we want to give them a chance. But this is where this happens. So I posted this political link in our main room because in Discord you can have a bunch of different rooms, like Papa J said. I posted a link in the main room. And what happened after that, Papa J?
Well, what happened is Stu pops in and starts telling us how we could be doing this better.
It initially started with him saying, "Hey, get that link out of here. This
Right.
is in our main room. That link belongs in Hot Topic." And I just said, "No. How about them Cardinals?" Right? No
Right,
joke. I
right.
said, "No. How about them Cardinals? Let's move on. Let's go ahead, move on with this. I'm not going to acknowledge it." And then we started making funnies, if you don't recall. We made funnies like, "Oh, man, I wish we had somebody that would criticize the show." But not only criticize, but do what he said he would do.
Right.
Which was, take care of the YouTube descriptions as well as the Discord chat.
Right. Keep the YouTube page clean.
Yes.
Because we're doing everything on the fly.
Yeah.
Stuff happens on the fly, and to go back takes time.
Yes,
so
it does.
we've got a third guy here who doesn't do anything, and great. You made a commercial, and it was one of the best pieces ever made around Big Lip Radio. I'll never say it wasn't.
No, to be fair.
So you designed a T-shirt and a commercial. Whoa!
No, to be fair to you and I, Papa J, that
Right.
commercial wasn't made for us. Remember, he was trying to promote his Slay Zombie
You're
channel in
right.
collaboration with Big Lip Radio. It was not a, "Hey, here's something I made for you guys willy-nilly." It was something because he was going to get a piece of something. He was going to get
Right.
advertising. He was going to get notification. He was going to get people that are on our channel seeing what he has to offer. And that's why
Right.
he made that commercial, if you remember.
You're right. To be honest, it was a Slay Zombie commercial,
Yes.
not a
yes.
Big Lip
And I don't
Radio
mind
commercial.
helping him out still. I'm not an evil person saying Slay Zombie. We're not going to cut his whole work from the show. And he did one other thing to give him credit, and that's create a T-shirt for Big Up Radio.
A
which
badass T-shirt.
Nobody's bought. So, except for him. I lied. Except for him.
Why is he saying we never bought shirts? I've got a ton of shirts. I've got 6 shirts at the damn house.
Now we're jumping a little far ahead.
Oh.
So back to this
All right, let's
Discord.
peel this onion.
Hey, don't post that link here. Okay, next, move on. What's up? Hey, funny. Wish we had somebody who would, not just criticize a show, but have a solution to the problem they're criticizing.
Right.
Which makes sense. Why would you criticize something and not have a solution?
Right.
So, and that's kind of what was going on.
Right. And I even made the joke, "Oh, look, Cyber Stew." And
because of Cyber Zach, you can go listen to previous episodes of Big Lip Radio. You'll understand why Cyber is a big name in the Big Lip Radio name.
the new Big Lip Radio episode number 5 explains Cyber Zach fully.
Yes.
And
Yes.
nothing-
And Cyber,
nothing's
just replace
changed.
Cyber with Dickhead Zach. That Cyber is just an easy term for that because we don't want to go around saying Dickhead all the time.
Somehow, when he's behind the keyboard, he becomes quite the warrior.
I'm called
our
a
little
keyboard
Zach.
warrior for sure.
So I said, Cyber Stew because, and
Well, what led you to call him Cyber Stew? So,
Oh,
no,
I'm
normally
trying
you
to
don't call
remember.
anybody but me Cyber Zach. It
Right.
takes a lot. So when we were going through, hey, I wish I had a producer. I put cough, stew, cough, meaning,
Right.
hey, I'm being sarcastic. It's nothing to get upset about. I'm just poking fun because you decided to pipe up and say something without a solution and don't really contribute enough to the show to have those types of opinions.
Right.
So I.
oh, here we go. Here we
you
go. I'm
looking it
finding
up?
it. I'm looking it up right now.
Why you going through, dude? You're gonna bring back all these PTSD memories, man.
Right, because
you're gonna start getting fired up.
And Zach's like, hey, afterwards, he come up to me, Z Money, you wanted to know, hey, was I being all right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, dude, I am hypersensitive to Cyber Zach. Much like a woman who gets black eyes every time the husband comes home drunk. She,
Cyber Zach gives you PTSD.
She's very conscious of the car door closing at 1 a.m. in the morning and knows what's happening next. There was no Cyber Zach in this one. It was fun, little poking fun. Like, I wish someone would do his job instead of complaining about everybody else's job.
Yeah.
Cough, stew,
That's
cough.
exactly it. I mean, I can tell you right now, what I think set this off was I had stated at 12:52 p.m. in our Discord chat in the main room, I said, I just wish people who say they were going to do something would actually do it. Or at least tell me they're not going to, so I'm not just sitting here waiting for something to happen. Cough, Josh, cough. And then Papa J follows up with a, yeah, Stu, I have an interview with Navajo Warrior tomorrow, so I'm doing something. Papa J, you're just trying to, hey, I'm doing something so I can criticize all I want.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
And then you said, you said something and you followed through.
Yep, being sarcastic, right? This
Right.
whole thing was a sarcastic joke.
It was just a fun little romp. And then Slay Zombie did something, and I'm going to call him Stu from now on because I don't
Okay.
want to promote his stuff anymore.
Okay, after this,
we
I'm
promoted
agreeing.
it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And but Stu talked about, well, what's up with your Twitter? Your Twitter's nothing but a bunch of retweets. It's NASCAR. What the hell? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Dude, you're like 12 years old. Why do I have to explain anything to you? And I don't see you volunteering to run the Twitter. You know why I retweeted NASCAR? Because I didn't want to forget to watch the damn race on Sunday, so I retweeted it, and they said they would let me know when the race was so I wouldn't forget, right?
And you're into NASCAR, right?
I love NASCAR.
But that's not the... Now, we say NASCAR like it's the only thing you're posting about on Twitter. So,
right.
Stu's over here. What? You want me to keep spamming bullshit stories? I'll pass. I think you cover that well enough.
Can you believe that?
In our chat, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm posting these stories not for spam because it's our Discord, and you kind of have to post stories to get topics going.
Right, to get people talking?
Yeah, and then you straight up said, damn, Stiversu. He says, Slay Zombie, he says, do we have to go through this yet again?
He said,
this is not priority. I set out a title description format for you guys to follow your YouTube streams, because remember, on previous Discord chats, I said, hey, Stu, I need some help. I need help taking over the YouTube descriptions, and I need help taking over the Discord chat. I need you to manage each of these rooms individually. Make sure there's nothing...
And you asked him to manage them. You didn't say, hey, come up with a format I could follow.
That's true.
You asked him to manage it.
I did.
And here he's acting like, well, I set up the format. What do you want from me?
Yeah, well, to follow through and implement your format?
Right. Well, we've asked you to do... No. We asked you to do it, but then what you agreed to do.
Yes.
Okay. So like we assigned you shit and walked away.
Yeah. He then explains you keep talking about earning privileges. Now, one of our things is when you go, here's a perfect example of that, because you want to earn privileges. He thinks you shouldn't have to earn privileges. It should just be handed to you, right?
Right.
You should just get handed to it. So when you start a job, Stu, do you automatically get that manager's position, or do you start at the bottom and then work your way up to that manager's position? Now, there's two ways you can go about this. Yeah, you can apply for that manager's position beforehand, but you need experience. Nobody's going to let you be a manager of anything without any sort of experience in that field.
Right.
So you're not going to get your first 2 jobs and be a manager.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what he's expecting. I feel like he's expecting to come on this show, give his 2 cents 1 hour every Tuesday, which I appreciate, but it's not enough to get what you're expecting.
It would be enough if he was satisfied with it. But you warned me, Z-Money, at the beginning of this, when we first started talking about, hey, you know what? The kid's got a great voice, and when he relaxes, he's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Let's let him on. You said it won't be enough.
It won't.
Whatever we're doing won't be good enough. There won't be enough listeners. There won't be enough downloads. He's going to want to do the show. You warned me about it.
I specifically said he's going to want the keys to the castle.
Right.
Because kids, people, adults that are under the age of 23 have not grasped the concept of working for something yet.
Right.
They haven't worked hard enough in their entire 23 years of life to understand what it's like to put 100% effort in and to get a few back. Just to continue to put 100% in to work and then finally get what you want and then be not satisfied but craving more. You want to push past that prime. And I feel like that's what that generation's missing.
So here's the cycle we get into with Stu is he gets in here, gets on the mic, does his thing, and then if he goes home, that's fine. That's all we wanted from him. But then he starts complaining and criticizing. You need to do this better. You need to do that better.
My friends think this.
Yeah, my friends. Your friends don't even listen to podcasts.
So
so now you're critiquing everything we're doing, yet you don't want to do anything. Shut up.
I agree.
Shut up
with that point. Now, it seems like a lot of complaining on his end, and maybe you're hearing it sitting in your seats on our end as well. Maybe what happened is good for right now. Maybe he's not old enough to understand this concept, and he's just too young to be involved in something of this. Maybe he doesn't get Big Lip Radio.
Right.
Because he's telling us he had a couple of his friends listen, and then he said they never listen again. And you followed up with, hey, do your friends listen to podcasts in general? And he said, well, no. Well, then why would your friends start? You know, I get it. There's an opportunity that we had to get them into podcasts.
Right.
But if they don't listen to podcasts at all anyway, why the heck would they start?
Right, they're not customers.
They're-
Why are we worried about what they think?
It's like somebody who loves McDonald's accidentally stopping at the Burger King that one time because they ran out, almost out of gas, and it's just closest to them on the way home. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I understand his friends did that. They listened to us because his friend was on the show, and it just wasn't for them. But is any podcast for them?
Right.
Because they don't listen to podcasts. Why would it matter?
Listen to podcasts.
And he's listening to his friends saying, hey, I'd only listen if they talk about this kind of stuff. Hey, I'd listen if they talk about this kind of stuff. And he's coming to us and saying, hey, my
Our
friends,
format's too
my
rigid.
friends say you suck. Okay, Stu, perfect. Your friends say you suck. What solution do you have to this problem?
Right.
Crickets.
Nothing.
We've had so many opportunities for this young man to lay his mark, to put his penis on the show. Did I say penis?
You did.
Put a star on the map is what I meant to say. Put a star on the map, and to make this a part of him. We gave him a segment. How many other people have sat in this chair? 10 at least, and we
Right.
haven't given them anything.
Right.
A goddamn thing. They show up 1 hour a day, sit in the chair, put in their 2 cents, and it's great. And they don't, you know what they don't do, those other people? They don't come on and say, hey, I know I only give an hour a day, but this is what needs to change.
Right.
Because they're
Right.
adults and they understand that these guys work day and night on Big Lip Radio. Stu thinks it's just a 1 hour a week gig.
Right.
It's
Right.
not. It's not.
Dan the Kleenex man.
Oh, he's
this
my
man
favorite.
is my best friend.
He's my favorite, dude.
Always has been, always will be. Smarter than me. He's Jared 1.2. He's
He
just that much ahead of me.
bought this amp you hear us talking on for the show.
Right. He
People
did.
invest money in us.
Right. But he never once made an opinion because he was happy doing what we offered Stu,
Yes.
which is, hey, show up, party on podcast night,
Yeah.
put out a show, let's have fun.
Let's
That's
do it.
all you needed to do, but you couldn't shut up.
You had to put in your 2 cents off mic, which is cool if you want to take on more responsibility. Now, there's a difference between giving an opinion on the show and putting in your 2 cents, right?
Right,
So
right.
your opinion is, hey, guys, the show was great, awesome. I wouldn't change this for the world. Hey, guys, your show was cool, but I mean, if you would have kept talking about this subject more or weave this in, that's fine. They're not saying, hey, you guys blow ass and don't fix it.
Right.
You know, hey, you guys blow ass. How awesome is that feedback? Not. I feel like it's a cyber troll on the internet just saying stupid stuff to get you triggered.
Right.
Because
Right.
people
He's
that are
trying to trigger
intelligent,
me.
people that are intelligent would say that, hey, you guys suck. What you should try doing is ... right? And they come
Right.
up with their opinion,
Right.
a solution. Any employer that I've gone to, they've always told me, the manager, hey, don't come to me with an issue unless you have a solution. Now, it's great to know there's an issue, but what help does that do?
Right.
Oh, awesome, there's an issue. Well, yeah, now we can all start thinking about it. But if you found that issue, you should probably be intelligent enough to go forward and figure out how to fix that issue and then present it to your boss. Hey, boss, I found this issue, but I took the initiative, that extra step to figure out this is what we can do to fix it or try to fix it. It doesn't have to fix it. It's just an idea.
Right. Hey,
An idea.
Our Twitter is only retweets and only appeals to Southern rednecks. But
Stu
I have
says.
a problem.
Stu says.
Why don't you give me the password to Twitter? You can still run it, but I've got some ideas on some content that'll stir things up that I
Yes.
can add to it. Oh, okay, let's do that. But instead, nope. But it's all just mainly retweets and an appeal. You know, what are we,
Yes.
rednecks?
Now, basically, what I've done in this last 2 to 5 minutes is explain to you what Stu was telling us. No solutions, just criticisms. It's fine. Criticisms come, they go. You can't get triggered by them. Now, how many opportunities have we given this young man to do this? He has a segment. I gave him the last segment of the show, every show.
Every show
And I'm like, hey, Stu,
is
you got
reserved for
anything?
him.
He
Got
says,
anything?
nah.
No.
No. Hey, Stu, I got a spot open for you. You got something you got a topic you want to talk about? Now, every Monday for Big Lip Radio in Discord, do I not post the show layout and say, hey, is there anything you guys want to add, remove, change, or anything? Tell me.
Here's the format for next week's show.
Papa J,
or next day's show.
99%, I would say 95% of the time you say, hey, it's great. But if you have something, you pipe up. You say, hey, I want to talk about this. And what happens? It gets put into the schedule.
It gets put on the format.
It gets put on the format. Now, I don't understand with these younger generation of millennials where that disconnect is. Like, there's no follow-through, I've noticed. There's no follow-through with anything.
Right. And let's talk about format real quick.
Okay.
There's only one show on the planet I know of that does not have a format, and ironically, it is our favorite show, Big O and Dukes.
Yes.
They get on there and discuss whatever they want.
Yes.
The most popular podcast in the world is the Adam Carolla Show.
Joe Rogan is right up in the top 5 with
He is.
Joe Rogan is right up in the top 5.
These guys all have formats.
Yes.
They all have anchor bits.
Yes.
Okay?
Things they can fall back on.
At 20 minutes, we're going to be doing this bit. At 40 minutes, we're going to be doing that bit.
Now, I kind of exclude Joe Rogan from that format because he has a brand new guest on every day, and you kind of can't segment that. His Joe Rogan's format, I keep saying I'm promoting him, is interviews.
It's a good show. I listen to it.
It's interviews. Man, you don't have to listen to all of them. You can pick up on one of them and not feel like you've lost out on any other of his episodes. Whereas us, we kind of link episodes together. We reference old episodes, so it's kind of like an episodic series.
Yeah, when you hear us talk about Stu's side chick, you won't know what we're talking about unless you've been listening for a minute.
Exactly. And Joe Rogan, you don't have to do that. But that's where he shines. He's got but those guys that are shining, man, where do they come from? They have a following.
Right.
They have an audience.
In with nobody. We will be the first podcast that came from nothing and made it big.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be the very first. We're not paid for by IGN. IGN didn't pick us up and put us on all of their labels.
No.
Okay, that didn't happen.
Nope.
I didn't have a late night show.
Nope.
You didn't have a sitcom.
I wasn't on morning drives.
Right. Neither one of us.
I wasn't on late nights.
Right. Neither one of us are wrestlers.
I don't. The thing is we're starting from started from the bottom, now we're here. I wish I had that song by Drake. Started from the bottom, now my whole crew is here. I can sing that whole song. So we're starting from scratch.
Right, and the course has never been charted. Nobody knows how to take an indie podcast and make it financially reliable because it hasn't happened yet.
Nobody. All those people that have the podcast that you see on Facebook have a 9-to-5 still.
Right.
We do.
Right.
We do. Now, what can solve that is obviously local sponsorships. And I don't think a lot of podcasts out there understand that. So we have local sponsorships.
Right.
I mean, we're able to continue to do this because of the help from our sponsors, which you will hear eventually later on in the show.
Right.
So bottom line is, if you're not willing to put 100% your heart and soul into this, and that's the other thing I want to hit on real quick before we move on.
Right, and I got 2 points after that.
Go ahead. If you're not willing to put your heart and soul into this, why are you here?
Right.
Are you just here for like an hour? You can hang out, but hang out off the mic.
Right, and again, if you want to hit it for an hour, then hit it for an hour, but realize you're on our coattails. Don't bitch about whether or not we laundered them.
You're not going to be one of us. You're not going to have the keys to the kingdom.
Right.
You need to put in that dedication, that hard work, that education. You need to, when somebody says, hey, Stu, do this, if you want those keys, you'll do that.
Right.
Does that make sense? And your boss comes to you and say, hey, Stu, deliver these pizzas. You'll get a $50 bonus. What are you going to do?
Right.
Deliver the pizzas.
Right. And here's my 2 points, and then I'll be done with this.
Right.
Point number 1.
I'm getting hungry.
We were right to never give him the keys to the city because what he did today, the first effing thing he did today was he took numbers he felt confident in and put them in the main chat room for everybody to look at. Now, those numbers weren't 100% accurate, and he shouldn't be as comfortable with them as he thinks he is, but that's beside the point. He felt comfortable with those numbers, and he put them out there for everybody to see. Nobody does that. Adam Carolla, the #1 podcast in the world, doesn't tell you how many podcast downloads he has every day.
You're saying he thought he was slick because he went to Spreaker.
Right.
That gives you a public number of just Spreaker. And he posted it like it was the only numbers we have.
And not only that, but it's Spreaker downloads. They don't even tell you the streaming number.
Nobody knows who Spreaker is.
Right.
Nobody knows but us. Nobody.
Yeah, so
nobody. We've mentioned the Spreaker to drab T-shirt from Big O and Dukes. He's like, "What's that?"
Right.
So nobody knows who Spreaker is. We use Spreaker because it's easy for us and we love it, and it works for us, and it does what we need to do. Now, you failed to go. I wanted to say, hey, why don't you go check out the Apple stats?
Right.
You can't. If you go to Apple, it doesn't tell you how many people
Nope.
listened or downloaded. It tells you how many people reviewed it. If you go to iHeartRadio, Spotify, all these other Zune. I said this in the chat. Everything that we're talking about right now is verbatim in the chat. And Stu's sitting here chatting in the YouTube. And I told you, $10. Give me $10. His dumb ass would be sitting at home watching right now because he has something to say.
Because I guess he don't care. But he's watching.
Oh, yeah, you're watching. Thanks for the view, turd. Oh, my gosh. And since you're watching, Papa J doesn't want this to happen, but I'm going to extend this offer against his will. I'm going to give you one more show, not to make up yourself, but to rebuttal what we said today because it's only fair, right?
Now, you know what? You can put it on Slay Zombie and we'll put the link.
You know what? I kind of agree for that. You want to rebuttal, Stu, go to Slay Zombie, put it up there, and we'll put the link on our website.
We'll put the link up on our social. That's as close as you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing but complaining, man. We've always done a show.
Right.
We've been here. We took a break. Not one of us has complained about anything besides... Not even complaining. It's like, hey, can you help me? Yeah, sure.
Right.
Well, then do it.
Right.
Do it!
And here's the second point before we drop this.
Yes.
Never to discuss it again. It's the same format every time. Same format every time.
Oh, that's true. He's like, the same thing. Same thing.
We had a live audience last week. Okay. We had tattoos a couple of times.
I've gotten tattoos. 2 of them. Live on the show. Look at my arm.
We got bug eating. Okay.
What other podcast eats bugs live from missing a movie review?
When the Mustang did their remodel in 2010, we did a whole segment on the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we do fast food segments and comic books and video games.
We just made a brand new segment called Comic Book not brand new. We revived it, but we've not done it in years.
Right,
we added a new segment to our show.
And on top of that, you go to our front page of our website. There's 5 different podcasts with 5 unique formats. I'm wrestling an interviewer.
You're wrestling an interviewer.
Interviewing a wrestler. You can tell I'm
wrestling an interviewer.
I'm interviewing a wrestler, Navajo warrior.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Okay. I mean, that's as different as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's so we've got plenty of diversity.
Let me just talk about the dork side.
Let's do it.
Not just talk about the dork side. The shows we have on biglipradio.com.
Right.
Go look.
Right.
Dork side. No girls allowed. Gimmicks and angles. You have nostalgia, which covers everything we don't cover now.
Right.
And then you have our show. We have 5 legs of shows. Go find another podcast, Stu, that gives you 5 different shows.
Right.
You don't. And you're typing our chat. I'm ignoring it because I know it's just, oh my gosh, they're calling me out on the show, and I'm worried and I'm nervous. I'm going to type everything in here so I can get it out, make it so I have my say in it. Well, you had your chance. I told you, I offered it, even after all this BS. Did I not type in this Discord chat, hey, Stu, you're the only one that decided to quit during this conversation. You said I quit twice. I'm done because somebody told you to shut the fuck up because you didn't reserve the right to give the criticisms you did. And if you listen to the previous, 10 minutes of the show, you'll understand. So
I told you, I offer solutions or shut the fuck up.
Yeah, solutions. Cool, there's problems. Give me solutions.
Twice I asked you, hey, look, there's 4 hours before the show. Why don't you format today's show?
Yep.
And you didn't even respond.
Yep. At the very end of all this BS, I made it very clear. You fired yourself, but we're more than willing to have you on this show tonight. We're going to talk about this regardless. You could have been here to rebuttal. You chose to puss out and do the millennial way and stay away for whatever reason. We're not mad at you. And
personally, no. And I'm going to repeat what I said at the beginning.
You're family, dude.
In case you weren't listening from the jump, every Tuesday night, man, you can come here. We can hang out, have a good time. You sit over there on the couch. When the snacks go around, you grab the microphone for 3.5 seconds, give your review real quick, sit back down. This chair's not yours.
Yeah.
This mic's not yours.
I guess.
But you come over every Tuesday night and hang out with us. Nothing has changed. You're just not on the mic.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. And like I said, the door was left open for you today specifically to see how you were going to react, and you chose this way. And unfortunately, choices have consequences, so you're going to have to find a new podcast to host on for a little while. But with that being said, let's hear from those magical sponsors that Stu says we never have.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
What's up?
Do we want to do snack after this?
Video game.
What do you mean you beat your last video game?
Is he fired up?
I just beat Super Mario.
I just typed
Donkey
next
Kong
in capital
Country.
letters.
I mean, I beat them all. Are you
Dude.
sure you've beat them all?
Well,
That's all him.
no.
Oh my!
Well, you know what you need to do?
He's
you need
worried.
to get
He's
yourself down to
nervous.
Fallout
He
Games.
doesn't be worried
in
about it. It's
Tempe,
all over. He's
North
fine.
Phoenix,
himself. He's
Paradise
good.
Valley,
He's good.
or the
He
fucked
Phoenix
himself.
location.
I
They
love him.
specialize in
I'll hug him
all
every
the
time
old
I
school
see him.
video
Yeah.
games.
Personally,
You can go to
he's my son.
falloutgames.net
Right,
and
and I
see
always
what
see
they
him that
got
way.
online
Right,
as
that'll
well.
never change.
But
Nothing
it's
Big
the
Up
best
Radio
store
Elite.
location. You get the
Right,
not no
whole
more.
experience.
Nothing that happens
They
on these
got
mics will change
Legos.
what happens out there.
Oh, geez,
But
thanks.
sometimes
I'm going
what happens
now.
out there changes what happens on the mics.
Agreed.
Simple as that. God damn, that was profound.
I'm the most violent man on
Do we want to head up snack time
Spark
on
it up
our way in,
and
or do you
keep
want
it
to roll into you?
lit.
Get ready, fans, for Impact Zone Roll into Wrestling's snack time. next.
You sure?
We'll have to cut
It's
comic book
called
reach around.
Monster. It's on Saturday, February
we're already
22nd,
cutting that. We're on commercials.
2020.
Let's do
Biggest
nostalgia,
match of
and
the
then let's
year.
go
13
into
men.
your stories.
One winner, one choice. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com.
And the reign of chaos begins.
Hey, this is Drab T-shirt
All right, I'm
from
going
the
live.
Big O and
Well,
Duke
before you
Show
do
and
real
the
quick,
Junkies in
I think you're
Washington,
right. We should
D.C.
put a
And
music
I
bed
listen to
under
Big
Drab.
Lip Radio after I've listened to
If you wanna.
everything else on the internet. And when I say everything else, I mean everything else. Rally the Horde, The Minority Report, Hard Times and Weirdness, Joe Rogan, Play to Win Radio with AWOD.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Zach, your host of Tonight Nostalgia. Woo! Hey, just notice real quick, nobody stepped on that bit.
Right.
It's so great to not have some asshole nostalgia and stepping on everything and taking over. Oh my gosh.
Actually, oh, look how easy it was to replace.
Oh my, hey, we got a princess jacket on this seat for the next guy who wants to sit there, because
look
this
at
seems to
that.
be the princess seat, by the way. everybody else can handle it, but
It is a
but still.
rotating seat.
Oh my gosh. So nostalgia, everybody.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
yeah.
Papa J, please.
Nostalgia, man. What you do is you.
No, you're good.
Let
Keep
me
going.
back
Keep going.
up.
Keep going.
Zach,
Yes.
what is nostalgia?
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for asking. I thought you were going to gloss
Such a
over it.
loser.
Oh, well, you're such a loser every time this happens. Thank you, Papa J. Nostalgia is where I take one video game,
One video game.
30 seconds.
About 50 seconds or so.
Oh, one clue for you guys to guess the name of that game.
Right.
Oh, yes. So, last week, we had a winner in studio, live. His name was Tanner. He won this game. We're going to review it. You guys don't get a chance to win.
That's right. He won a comic.
Do you remember what it was, Papa J?
No, but I will remember.
It's a good one. After you guys all left after the podcast,
Right.
Tanner and I stayed up till midnight playing this game on the PlayStation Classic.
I love that guy.
It's so good.
Oh, BMX.
Which
Dave
one?
Mirra. Dave Mirra.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a game that the three of us go way back on.
Oh, yeah. We played it till midnight.
Did he make it home, by the way?
I don't know about that.
We're gonna have
I
to.
texted him a couple times, and he didn't.
He's the worst texter backer ever.
Oh, definitely. Yes, and when you hear that sound effect, it means it's the end of the clip.
Right.
But we have one for those who are turning in now, and want to try, take their chance. If you think you
Right.
know, email podcast@biglipradio.com. Go to our social media @biglipradio. We're on Twitter. We're on iTunes. We're everywhere where media is present. This is your chance to win a fabulous prize from Big Lip Radio. You want to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
All right, here we go. Intelligent guesses are okay. Give them as clues if you think you know.
16-bit, judging by the sound. Almost sounds like a Yoshi game. Nah, it's too grand of an orchestra. It's definitely 16-bit. You guys think you know, go to our social media. Give us the answer.
Nostalgia.
Yes, and that's the end of the clip. If you think you know, go to all of our social media. Post the answer anywhere. Hey, better yet, just get into our Discord, man. It's on all of our social media posts.
Right.
We have the link right there. Just click the link and you can join. It's very easy. It's very simple, very fun. Stu is still in there. So for those of you who want to, he's never going to be kicked out because he is family.
Right. He may decide to leave, but he's certainly welcome.
I'll never kick him out of anything. He chose to quit this show.
Right.
Might have wrong. He's in this chat, by the way, the YouTube chat, and he's sitting here saying how family doesn't treat family this way, and he's been treated unfairly. Get over yourself.
Well, we told you we love you, and you're welcome here every Tuesday night. I don't know what else we can do.
But I don't know what you want. Once again, you want more, and it's just not satisfactory for you. And if that's the way you feel, you're gonna have to just move along, brother. I'm sorry to say. We're here, open arms. We're gonna accept you any way you want.
Right.
You're just not gonna be on the mic anymore. And
Right.
you sealed that grave today. So let's go ahead and move on, Papa J, to something a little more interesting than Stu. Thank God. Let's get off this guy for once and for all. He's been threatening to quit the show for a while now, and he finally did it. So let's move on and take that hint. So, Jared, you took a trip down to Sholo, did you not?
Man, I certainly did. Up to Sholo.
Up to Sholo from where we are?
Yeah, it's north. Right. It's north from here. Plus, the altitude is also much higher.
Oh, okay. That's definitely up from here.
Right.
Up
right.
from here.
It was cold.
Is it up by Payson? It's probably a little to the to the little west.
Go past Globe and keep
up
going.
north.
It's 3 hours.
Dude, that's east. That's not north.
It's northeast. It's northeast.
Okay, so you go out towards Florence. You take the 60 all the way out to Florence, then you curve
Globe,
around.
It goes up.
You go through the mountains, of course. So you're definitely up there, but you're definitely east. I'll tell you that.
Right. So
you're east for sure, 100%. I used to do a lot of work in Globe. You're east.
Well, that's Globe, yes, but now you go another 2 hours beyond Globe.
Okay, I see where you are. What happened up in Globe, man? You took a trip. You did vacation time. What's up? You were dormant. I texted you a couple times. I didn't get a response like I normally do.
Right.
I got a little worried. So
because we were hanging out up in Sholo. Kim had her ankle fused, so she's been recovering 6 weeks now out of work, and she's going stir crazy. So I said, "Hey, man, let's go to Sholo. They got the Trump store up there, and I can go buy me a new coffee mug and a patch for my vest, and be all cool and stuff. And we'll get a room up there, spend 2 days just enjoying life." And so we did. And it was a wonderful 2 days.
Was it cold up there? Because you're up in a higher elevation.
Right.
So right now here in Arizona, it just hit 50 degrees.
Low of 28 Sunday morning when we woke up. Right.
Oh, my gosh. That is way cold for Arizona.
Low of 36 Saturday morning when we woke up.
Yeah.
Dude, I took my comics, which I haven't had time to read. I had a stack that was this big, counting bags and boards.
3 to 4 inches.
4 inches, easy. And I read all of them.
All the comics?
We watched Live PD, and look, the situation we have is awesome. I love it. Perhaps I love it more than the bride does. But the kids do kick the door in regularly, like sheriffs.
You're talking about your living situation,
right?
Or in vacation, or at home?
At home.
Okay.
And the kids do kick the door in, like sheriffs coming into the saloon and. Yeah. And all
Dude,
that
what's
stuff.
funny is it's not like your kids. It's like your kids' kids. And
right.
They kick it in your grandkids.
Right. Well,
funny.
They know Papa J's got the goodies. I've got the candies.
What are you talking about right now? Littlest fans? You got the goodies and the candies?
I got the candy.
Oh,
I got the good cereals.
Epstein didn't kill himself, by the way.
Who?
Epstein. Oh, yeah. You got candies, right? You said you got children and candies.
He's in my house.
Oh, my
so
God.
anyway,
Who, the kids or the Epstein?
Epstein.
Oh, jeez. What is going on?
Oh, Jesus.
So confused.
So anyway, she's been stuck at home.
Yeah.
And I got her out to 2 wrestling events since she's been hurt, but that's been it.
So your chick got injured and she's been hung up and you've been taking care of her?
So I took
she
her.
went up to Sholo with that injury?
Right. Well, it's been 6 weeks since surgery. So.
Oh, okay.
So she can now put weight on it.
She is your significant other.
Right. The wifey.
Cool.
And we had a great time. So now we're coming back and we're coming down the hill, listening to Adam Carolla, laughing our asses off, and just as I crest the bottom of the hill, I see a cop off in the bush, hiding behind the bushes.
Oh, dude! So you did one of those things. Panic, didn't you? You put your brake lights on, didn't you?
No, I didn't even have time. Check it out. I glanced down at my speed. I saw I was doing 80, and then I glanced back over at the cop, and his lights went on immediately. right then and there, I knew. Okay, time to
hide
chill
the weed,
out.
hide the gun, hide the alcohol, hide it all, man.
Right, Kim, eat that shit. Eat that shit.
Put it in your cast. Put it in your cat, not your ass. Your cast. Your cast.
So I immediately said, "Oh, this is for me." So I pull over and get to a pull out. Take the key out of the ignition, throw it up on the dash, put my hands where the cop can see it.
Were you like pompous about it? Were you like, hey, I already know what to do. I'm gonna do it. Or were you like shaking a little bit, like, oh, I could go to jail?
I was calm and confident.
Okay.
And he come up and he said, "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "Well, let me tell you, I was probably speeding." He goes, "Do you know how fast you were going?"
You have to know that speed, because if you don't, you're getting a ticket. I'll tell you right now.
Well, this is what I said to him. I said, "Well, to be honest, officer, we're coming down this 6-degree slope, which is probably why that's a good place to hang out."
Did you say 6 degree?
It was 6 degree. I had a sign right there before you entered it. It was a slope.
You were being Papa J.
I said I was probably doing 70 and a 65 as I hit that slope. Me and the missus here are laughing our asses off listening to Adam Carolla. And the next time I checked my speed is when I saw your lights go on and I saw I was doing 80. I said I didn't realize how fast I was going until I saw your lights and checked my speed. Yeah. But yes, sir, I did know I was speeding. Yeah. And he goes, okay, well.
Smart ass. Common sense right there.
He goes, well, let me get your information. And Kim goes, do you want mine too? He said,
wait. Was she like, do you want mine too? And had her like ID right between her titties and just holding them out there with her broken leg all held up, trying to be sexy. I bet she's got a stuff, she's like, you want to see my ID? It's right here.
Between my luscious prostheses.
I didn't say that. You did. Maybe I did. I said titties too. I apologize. That's your wife.
You did.
That's your wife.
So anyway,
she's hot. What do I got to say?
He goes back. She is. I'm proud of her. Jesus. So he goes back to the cop car, and I'm going, Kim, is that highway patrol or is that reservation police? Because that's going to make a big difference on the outcome of this.
Oh my gosh, reservation! I forgot all about that.
And she goes, I didn't notice. I'm like, ah. And he was a skinny older gentleman who
did he look Native American or anything? Like he blonde?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes. He looked like.
And they hate us already.
He looked like Phil added 10 years.
Oh, Phil?
Yeah. He looked like Phil added 10 years.
That's funny.
And I said, oh man. And he's back there. He's like 15 minutes, and I'm starting to sweat, right? Because that's a long time. And he said,
because you possibly think he's got warrants coming up.
He said to me before he left, is there anything I should know about your license? Because he noticed that the license has a different address than the registration.
Oh, man.
And I said,
so
no,
right
sir.
there, first red flag, right there.
Right. So, and here's why. I don't know if I ever talked about this on the show.
Oh, my gosh.
But there is a reason for that.
What? The different address on your license?
Right.
Okay. What he pulled up?
I went down to get my address changed on my license.
Okay.
And I got all the way to the end of the process where they take a new picture and hand you your new license, and they said, oh, Florida's got a hold on your license. I'm like, what?
Florida?
Right.
How is that even what?
Now,
where are you in Florida? Why was I there with you?
Show historians will note that when I was in the military, I got a DUI in Florida on my Arizona license.
Listen to that on Big Lip Retro, baby.
Right? So then we come back to Arizona.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was promptly get a DUI in Arizona on my Florida license.
So that's what was popping up, because DUIs don't go away, do they?
Nope.
Okay, so those are the permanent marks.
So what happened?
Crazy.
What happened was they said we don't show that you've completed everything you needed to complete for Florida.
Your face probably went white. You started shaking and sweating, huh?
No, I said, well, now
I'd be shit.
Keep in mind, this is what I'm thinking as the cops back there for 15 effing minutes, right? And I'm just drumming my fingers going, oh my God. So he
you're like, is there another child about to be warranted for me or something?
So anyway, no children. I'm not worried about that.
That's me, my bad. That's my stories. That's my stories. Sorry, I was getting us confused.
So anyway, I told the chick, I said, look, this was 25 years ago, and I do remember I had to jump through many a hurdle because, busted in Florida on an Arizona license, busted in Arizona on a Florida license. It was a mess I had to untangle.
So you had a Florida address pop up in his computer when you had... Okay,
no.
Just making sure.
Nope. The address that'll pop up in his computer is my Santana address.
Just making sure.
I mean, I'm legit. Okay, there's nothing illegitimate about me other than the fact that Florida lost a piece of paperwork. Because I had to untangle all that stuff before I could get my driver's license
I've
back.
never been through a DUI, so it's like Spanish to me.
But that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And I
it
said,
haunts you. That's why you don't want to do it. This is proof.
Right
here.
And I said to her, ma'am, that was 25 years ago. I can't remember the process.
Ma'am, you mean your wife?
No, the chick I'm talking to when I went to get my driver's license. Okay,
I'm tracking. I'm just making sure.
We're doing a flashback story.
Yep.
I'm at the DMV trying to get my
25
driver's
years
license.
ago. Yep.
And now about 18 months ago. And I said it was 25 years ago, so I don't remember everything I had to do, but I had to make good on all of that in order to get my driver's license.
Yeah.
She goes, well, sir, I don't know that that's what you did.
Oh.
And I said, well, ma'am, is this phone call being interrupted every 3 minutes by this is a call from the Duval County Court? No,
Jesus.
because I'm a
You're
free
not
man.
in jail. You're
and
not
why
in jail.
am I a free man? Because I haven't had a drink in 27 years.
Those hoops you jumped through, you jumped through
That's
them.
the only reason that I'm not in jail right now.
Oh, my God.
And so I ended up hanging up on her because I knew things were going to go ugly.
Yeah, this
from
is
there.
18 months ago.
And,
all right.
Yeah. And so now I got that in my mind is he's back there for 15 minutes.
So you think she did something to your thing
And he
just because
goes-
you're all mad at her?
And well, I have no idea what they can look up and what they can't.
Yeah,
on
that's
a
true.
cop
I
cars.
haven't been a cop, so I'm not sure either.
So he comes up to the window, looks at me, looks at Kimmy, and says, all right, now I clocked you at 79 miles an hour. I said, yes, sir. He said, you seem like nice folks, and I bet you're just coming back from a really great weekend. I said, sir, we were in Sholo, and we had a wonderful time. That's a great little city. He said, good. Well, I'm not going to mess that up. You watch your speed. And he handed me my stuff back, and
No way, you got off. No, you know what? I can believe it. I can believe it because not 3 weeks ago, I got pulled over. I think I may have Renee and I have told a story already.
It's documented.
Dude, I got pulled over doing 86. I was honest. He's like, how fast were you going? I was like, 86. He's like, do you know that's criminal speeding? Yes, sir. He looked down at the clock. It was a Friday. I don't have to work Friday. But he's like, it was 4:58.
Right.
He's like, you're probably late for work right now. And I was like, yes, sir. And he's like, all right, well, I noticed you have nothing on your record. You're clean. And he kind of slowly slips my ID over my window. And I said, thank you, sir, so much. Shook his hand. And I was like, all right. He's like, hey, be careful taking off on your way out of here. I was shaking. That's why I thought you were nervous, because when it happened to me, I was shaking like I did something wrong. And I did. It's 86. That's criminal speeding.
Right.
But he was the best cop ever. And the Smiths have that kind of luck.
You're right.
They have the luck of getting off on speeding tickets. But do they have the luck at buying cars, Papa J? Do they have luck at buying cars that are worth a damn last forever? And in my case, not last forever, but we always have a reliable car.
Right.
We always the Grandma Smith.
Right.
That's a different story.
Right.
But it seems like the males in the Smith family always have good
buy
luck.
good cars.
Good luck. And from what I hear, you went and bought a car, Papa
I
J.
did buy a car.
Was it this weekend?
And it was yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Monday? You went and bought a car on Monday?
Right, that is true.
Was there like some secret to that, or you just willy-nilly went out and bought it?
No, I saw one that I know wasn't going to last until the weekend. So I said, well, time to jump now since everybody's on my butt. Okay, now, the situation we have, Opie and I live together. All right. As man and husband.
Opie, yeah.
And with our 3 kids.
One of the Big Lip Radio retros we did, we posted in Discord. We had some things to say. I was like, whoa, that's how we felt. All right.
Right.
All right, cool. I guess
times
have changed, man. Times have changed.
And he's like, we live at the same place. We work at the same place.
Yeah, he's your wife.
So we only have to take one vehicle. Now, we're not going to take the Harley because I can't get him to get on the back.
Well, you can get on the back, right?
What? Not on my Harley, no.
No, on the back of his.
If it was his Harley, maybe, but it's my Harley.
Yeah, get on the back of his.
So anyway, he's like,
girl.
We take his pickup that's got 230,000 miles on it.
Holy goodness.
It's a
still running?
Chevrolet Silverado.
Hey, I'm telling you, Chevy.
It's got no air conditioning.
Yeah.
And the analog brakes
36, I'm surprised it still runs.
Analog brakes aren't working.
Power steering's not really there, so you got to use both hands to crank the wheel to the right. Yeah, I know that feeling.
So there's 2 ways to look at that setup, and neither way is wrong. But there's 2 ways to look at that setup where you go, you know what? I got to go to work anyway. This guy's always coming with me. He's paying half the gas, half of the maintenance, half of the tires. I'm really lucky.
Half the sex.
Or you can look at it as if, you know what? This guy and me work at the same spot. Why do we always take my truck? Why do we just put all these miles on my truck? Why is it? So there are two ways to look at it, and neither one's wrong.
Yeah.
And
but you guys resort to taking Opie's truck all the time.
All the time.
Because it's the older truck, and it's most beat up, I'm assuming. You don't want to ruin the new truck. I get it.
Kimmy needs a new truck to get to her job.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not necessarily available.
Yeah.
But so we do take his all the time.
So
finally,
you're kind of stuck.
So finally, the girls got together. Well, I'm not stuck. I take the Harley if everybody gives me any lip about it.
Would you take it
guys,
today?
I'll just take the Harley.
Would you take it today?
It's like I haven't ridden in the rain
rained.
before.
You didn't take it today.
It's like I hadn't rained. Well, I had before though.
Yeah.
So
way to gloss over that one.
So what we did is the girls go, okay, you guys have got to get a car together, and one that gets good gas mileage. Because we're getting about 15 miles to the gallon on the Silverado.
Oh, yes, that's not good. And you guys live way out in BFE, and it takes me half an hour to get to work, and you live probably another 15, 20 miles out of my way.
It's 43 miles one way to work.
So that's
an 86-mile round trip to work.
Dude, so how long does it take you to get in the morning? It probably is a good 45-minute drive, right?
45 to 50 minutes.
It's a good half an hour. On the way home, though, it's probably a good hour and 20, depending.
Just an hour.
Okay, God, that sucks, dude.
As long as there's no accidents. If there's an accident like there was today, it was an hour 20.
Ooh.
Today was an hour 20. That's why it took me so long to get here.
Yeah.
So anyway, this car, there it is on the internet.
What?
I said, oh my God, this is a great car. And do you know what I got?
You got let me guess. So the last car that you got, somebody in my family was my grandmother, and it was a Ford, not Fiesta. What was that Ford she had? What was that Ford?
What, you mean a Focus?
Yes. You got a Ford Focus, didn't you?
I got a white 2010 Ford Focus.
You fucking losing my mind right now, dude. I just smashed I put a hole in the wall, just smashed my fucking head. Dude, no way you got a Ford Focus.
I did.
What, are you right? You got it out front right now?
Right now, sitting out front.
Oh my God, why do you have a Ford Focus?
2 years newer than the one I had before, man.
What the heck? What are you doing? Why did you get a Ford Focus?
Cheaper than heck with 40 miles to the gallon. There we go.
Oh my God! So you and your husband are gonna be riding around this Ford Focus. You're making it official right now.
Right.
This is that wedding ring.
This is
does he know? Does Opie know yet?
Oh yeah. Well, Opie and I went down to pick it out together.
Together? Oh, you went to pick out the car together?
Right, hand in hand.
Oh,
hand in hand.
Dude, I cannot contain myself right now. Hey,
I knew you
have
to
you
try
ever,
it.
dude? Have you ever asked yourself one question?
What?
Am I gay? No joke. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it, man. But you have been in, you're in. You know how they used to make fun of Paulie for building a hotel in my ass? For you historians, go listen to Big Retro. Paulie used to build a hotel in my ass, and now we used to be connected, but nothing like you and Opie. You two haven't gotten anything. He built a house in your ass, and you built a house and hit a house, not a hotel.
Right.
Paulie was just renting from my ass.
Right. It's
are
like an infinite loop.
You're living together. You're traveling together. You're working together. Why do you need these women?
Right.
Tell me. Hey, give me one good reason why these women are around.
Orgasms. Now look,
you two are with each other. How rude is that? You're gonna cheat on your boy?
Now look, here's the reason why it works so well with Opie and I. Now, if you know Opie, you understand he is the epitome of the alpha male.
What do you mean by that?
The guy who likes to be in charge, the guy who likes to be, he's the dominant male. He's the alpha male.
But that's how you feel too.
And if you look at me, you look at, there's a dude who's got very strong opinions and doesn't mind voicing them.
Yeah.
How in the hell can this work? And I know everybody in the...
So you give him oral.
Right.
Okay.
No, what happens...
Oh, what?
What
I
happens
thought you're bound down to him right now. I thought that's what happened.
John and I have exactly the same goal. To have 3 happy, healthy babies.
Yeah.
And it's because we're focused on that one goal.
So you two are going to have kids together?
That's right. 3
healthy, happy babies? What the hell is going on?
No, that's
Stu quits the show and you're having sex with Opie?
Well, not sex. We're
well,
just...
how do you make babies? Jesus. You want 3 of them. You just said it 10 seconds ago.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, so anyway, we got...
So you got a Ford Focus?
And I'm going to call it the wedding ring. I just came up with a name
for
it. It's
dude.
the wedding ring.
This makes you two... You both went and picked it out together. I've never picked out a vehicle with anybody other than my wife my entire life. So whose wife?
Well, our wives were there.
Who's bitch and who's butch? Who is
Butch,
it?
Are you kidding?
Well,
I'm the old silver fox.
Bring him on the show next week. We'll find out what he has to say.
I got
about
me the
this.
young little filly back at the ranch.
Dude. At the ranch. Jesus. You want to know what I want to find out about?
What? Welcome to Big Lip Radio Movie Minute that may last longer than a minute. But in this case, maybe not. This week, we watched Let It Snow from the Netflix original library on your Netflix application on your iPhone.
Why you say iPhone? It's cellular device. It makes it easier. Cellular device, because you can get this movie on Netflix on any mobile device, whether it's console, mobile, whatever. Dude, Let It Snow.
Right.
Do you have any... It took me by surprise. I'm not going to lie. Now, this was Stu's pick. Last pick you'll ever hear from Stu.
Right.
Are we going to let him suggest something from the audience, if he wants?
Oh,
He's like, oh, hey, let's watch this. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
no, that's
All right.
fine. That's
Hey,
fine.
you're laying these ground rules. I'm fine with that. I'm the stepdad here. I still got to love him no matter what.
He will have each and every right any other audience member has.
Yes.
And we don't mind any contributions from an audience.
That's true. So we picked Let It Snow, like Papa J mentioned. PG-13, came out in 2019. It's a drama romance. IMDb gave it a 5.8 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75%. Google users, 86% liked it. Now, the initial release date was November 8th. The director is Luke Snellin, and oh my gosh, this movie was a bunch of underage sexual lesbian acts. Let me tell you what. Now, I feel like in the beginning of this movie, they show 4 or 5 different stories, and then they follow the stories of these individual characters, which at the end leads into one big party. I like this movie because they're working towards a goal, the party. Everybody's some way, without even realizing it, working to help this party get better. They're bringing somebody famous who sings, they're bringing beer, they're bringing more people, they're bringing the DJ. It's this show for a Christmas show, without all the political BS correctness, because you had one of each ethnicity in there, but they didn't pound on it.
No, they didn't.
No, they were all funny.
Do you know how grateful I was? Now, first of all, the guy who played Miles Morales in the Spider-Man cartoon that I love so much is in this, okay? And do you know how I love so much that the old white grandpa didn't even mention his race?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank God. Thank God this isn't, you're not going to beat on me because I'm white.
Right? And
Thank you.
They even had the crazy lunatic woman with a tinfoil hat driving around a tow truck. How awesome is that?
Right.
It was played by Joanna Cusack, and I forget the name of her character she played, but she played in a lot of other movies like Shameless, Addams Family Values, School of Rock, Toy Story 2, 16 Candles, Toy Story 4, just a lot of the things to notice. But she played that character that was a crazy truck driver, and it was funny, and she helped solve the problem of this one other teen they were following. She played a good role. Now they brought it all together. They had a singer. It was snowing. Christmas Eve party.
Now, of course, you gotta have, it's Netflix, so you gotta have a lesbian couple, so you gotta overlook that horse crap.
No, not even a lesbian. Just say gay, because they were gay, whether you're a guy or a girl. If you like the same sex, you're gay. So, but this time it wasn't a male. It was a female gay relationship, which is different. But they were all underage, and they were all like, they're in high school making out.
High school,
Like, how many scenes in this movie were there people making out? And and you had to think, you're like, wait, are these people in high school? Why am I not only enjoying this, but continuing to watch couple after couple make out that are in high school?
Right, and there's way too much political correctness for me to like it, yet at the same time, how come I'm liking it?
But because they didn't harp on it. They just added it, and they didn't beat on it. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, well, we got to have this to I thought they did it in this movie to pertain to a broader audience. So they got the millennial crowd, they got the Christmas lover crowd. They didn't get any religious crowd. I'll tell you that right now, because they had lesbians in it. So they got the majority of the crowds, and they managed to pull them in. And my mouth is like hung open a little bit during this movie. I was, oh, that's happening right now? That's happening in this movie? Some of the things they said, the fat Asian guy was planning a party while his parents
who that
were,
was?
He looks so familiar.
Do you know
who is it? Who is it?
Another Spider-Man connection.
Really?
That was Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home.
Oh my gosh, he did so good.
Right.
Like he was getting ready to plan a party.
He was a DJ.
At the very beginning, DJ Cash Money or something. Cash
DJ
Star Money.
Cash Star Money.
Bling
Or
something. It was hilarious, and he played the character awesome. His parents came home after he had all the decorations up. His friend was holding a beer, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, Mom and Dad. Hey, friend, you gotta leave." And then you know what he did? He showed up the next day at work, and his work boss let him have the party at work.
Right,
dude.
Right.
I was like, "What is going on here? This is awesome." So, there's not what you would think from this movie when first opening act, I would say.
Right.
It changes
I
your
thought it was
mind.
going to hit me over the head with how evil I am and blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
But the characters... The characters were there.
Yes.
There's lesbians. There's
I was into it. I
interracial.
cared about them. They did a good job at making me care, if that's what you were going to say. Sorry to step on it.
And I don't mind an interracial couple.
Yeah.
Except there's always that one character who I'm sure the writers think represents me, and that's the guy who's not going to like the interracial couple. So that's why I hate that kind of crap.
Yeah.
So as soon as Grandpa come in, I said, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
He's going to lay the line.
This is the old white guy, so he's going to hate the black. Never even mentioned it. Loved the kid right from the beginning.
They bonded over a song from Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
And they both started doing the walk, the black boyfriend and the Mexican dad. I was like, what is this? Is awesome.
Right.
What is this? And I didn't feel like I was being politically motivated to think a certain way.
Right.
I didn't feel like I was being bashed.
It was just people. It was just people
being normal. Now, we say political a lot in this world because politics tend to get in the way of a lot of things that it never used to. And I wouldn't say it's ruining everything, but it's tainting everybody's opinion and it's changing it. And I kind of don't like that.
Making everyone choose a side.
Yes.
Watching this, I didn't feel like I had to
choose, man. I mean, it was cool as a Christmas movie. But you also mentioned in that Discord chat that I'm a sucker. You specifically said about yourself, and this is me talking for you.
Right.
You said I'm a sucker for Christmas movies.
Right.
Now, I am too, to an extent. I like certain Christmas movies like Die Hard.
Yeah.
Is that not a Christmas movie?
No, that's a Christmas movie, brother.
Okay, S off all the keyboard warriors out there. So I tried to say it to get you triggered, but it didn't work. I give this movie ultimately for a Christmas movie and not being, politically charged or racially profiling in any sort of weird way.
Right.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, dude. It had snow, it had party, it had making out between two women. It had a lot of things that I'm into.
It's not always bad.
But they're all underage. That's the only thing.
See, not always bad.
Oh my gosh, you're gross. 4 out of 5 in my eyes. What do you give it, Papa J?
Now look, when no one's around, I may or may not turn on Lifetime Channel during the month of December.
Don't admit that.
Right, I may or may not. I love Christmas movies, and I can't tell you how much I love Christmas movies.
You should have said the Hallmark Channel, because that has all of them. But you went to the Lifetime, the Women's Network. What's that say about you turd?
Right. So anyway, the difference between this and every other Netflix movie we've seen so far, the characters in this are likable.
Yes.
They're relatable, they're likable, and you just want to see every one of them win.
You do. You want to see them succeed. And there's never a point where I'm like, oh, I hope that guy gets laid off or killed or fired or whatever. It was good.
So I'm going to have to agree with you, and it's a 4 out of 5.
Oh, my gosh, Papa J. Now, since you gave it a score, that means you have to pick next.
Oh,
do you, my friend, even have anything ready?
I was unprepared. I thought I did Knowing. Did you do anything?
Knowing? You did Knowing 2 ago. I did something, but in the Discord show notes, it specifically says it's your turn to pick. Because Stu picked this one. We usually go counterclockwise.
Easy enough. Another Netflix Christmas film. Got it!
Oh, dude.
Christmas. Look at it. Claus. K-L-U-S. Claus.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
K-L-A-U-S. Claus.
Oh, I'm excited to watch that. Hey, if you guys want to follow along, go to Netflix, type in Claus, and we'll be talking about this on next week's episode.
Yeah, buddy.
You guys can also go to all of our social media at Big Lip Radio. That includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, youtube.com/BigUpRadio, or you can go to bigupradio.com. Check out all the other things that we have that people say we don't have for you to listen to. There's a variety of things. We have a store, bigupradio.com/store. Right. Go buy shirts. Go buy hoodies. We got hoodies for this season. We're going to have a Christmas design coming up in December, so stay tuned for that. We'll have special promotions.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, side note.
Yeah.
We have a special guest coming on in 2 episodes on the 3rd. You guys need to listen to us December 3rd, Tuesday. It's not this next episode coming up, the one after. We have something a little different in store for you guys.
Right.
It'll be great, something new for us, something that we can all vibe on and get behind and promote. So I guess with that being said, we'll catch you guys next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, YouTube.
Yeah. Fucking smoking.
Dude, it's so much better without that fucking cunt. Did I just say it on live? I said that. Whoops. Whoops. Oops.
I did just the right amount on everything.
I did too.
Yeah. Although I feel like I did too much talking. Dropped you out.
No, the first segment was me. The second segment was you.
A lot of fun.
Oh my goodness. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, for those of you watching on YouTube, check us out next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Thank you all for joining in. We will see you guys then.